Just welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Shaun C. I decided that I wanted to change your venue. So instead of working in the office tonight, I decided to work from my kitchen table. All right. So I I want to say that tonight, I it didn't take long tonight for me to I messed up something. 1 second. I knew something was off. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. We'll do that. All right. Sorry about that. See, I'm still trying to get together. So it didn't take long for me tonight to be able to find out what tonight's topic was, because there has been several themes that I've seen floating around recently. And obviously, we've talked about a number of these themes on the channel, but one thing that I kept seeing is I kept seeing a bunch of women who continuously think that we hate them, that continuously think that like we're to blame for all this that's going on. And as I came across the clips for tonight's video, it was crazy because it happened just like last week. As soon as I found the one, then it was like they kept coming back to back. Obviously, the algorithm does that, but believe it or not, during my week, that don't happen to me, right? My algorithm jumps back and forth between two different things that I like to look at. It was just video after video after video. And it's crazy. Every like Tuesday or Wednesday, it's almost like it's giving me a theme. And the theme became clear, very clear to me, right? As y'all know, I'm a big fan of Superman. That's my nickname. I got the tattoo. I have a bunch of other nicknames, one of which is funny. A bartender gave it to me because I came in with my glasses one night and he was like, "Yo, it's Dark Clark." I laughed my ass off because that was kind of funny, right? So the point is, one of the enemies that Superman tends to fight is Bizarro. And I know most of y'all understand enough about Bizarro to understand that everything with Bizarro is like the opposite of Superman. Everything with Bizarro is backwards. It don't make sense. Even the way Bizarro speaks, you have to translate it in reverse. Because he could say, "Me not hungry," and it means that Bizarro is hungry. The reason why I'm bringing up Bizarro right now is because that's what it feels like. Feels like we are in like some bizarro world when it comes to relationship between men and women. And I'm not even just talking about in the Black community. I'm talking about in all communities. Well, I will say predominantly in modern Western countries. It feels like bizarro world. What's changed? Men have changed, but it's not that we change overall any differently. We've just adapted to the environment. Men still want the same things. I think when we look at women nowadays, women have completely changed from what they've been. And now women will argue, hey, we've changed because we're no longer being held back by men. We're not getting oppressed by the patriarchy and all these terms that they like to use. All those flowery, make them feel good, make the purpose better type of terms. Okay, I get it. Let me tell you something. Ladies, we get it. As a Black man, I get it. I'll say that. Y'all forget particularly I'm talking to black women right now, but y'all forget, we've been through the shit too. The same restrictions y'all feel, we feel it too. The difference is ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for us. Ain't nobody gonna give a shit. But let's take it at face value. This patriarchy, these men that have held you down. Now you're these free creatures. Get to do whatever you want to do. Hell, y'all don't even have to really even take accountability. You just do what you want to do. Even some of the rules that we as men inherently know, it's an unwritten code between men. Even y'all blur those lines. The one code I'm talking about is if I get flipped with another man, that could lead into some type of violence or, worst case, loss of life. Every man knows that when we approach another man. Every man knows that when you get into it with another man. But women, these free creatures today, y'all get flipped at the mouth. And y'all don't even care about the consequences. I saw an article today or it was yesterday. I saw an article that a woman had a fender bender with a man. She must have got flipped off at the mouth or something. I'm just assuming. And the dude wound up shooting her. That's scary shit. Because I have women that I love to death that I'd never want that to happen to them. You telling me you got into a fender bender with a guy, and instead of y'all talking it out, he decides to shoot you? Again, all of the details aren't there, but I saw the article. And I didn't have time to bring it up to you all today because I would have showed you. Or it could have been one of those news clippings like we don't have all the data right now, but as more comes out. But the point being is, y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Men will shoot you. A man could have a bad day. The violence that us men talk about as we talk amongst each other, men will do that to you. You catch them on the wrong day, and yeah. You all think you all just protected because you're a woman. Hell, there are dudes right now walking around and operating like, oh, well, I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm in the land of make-believe. All this shit is all is good. Yo, the world is still a dangerous place. I think y'all forget that. Kevin Samuels said best. He said, we live in such a society that people have gotten so comfortable that they think they could do anything they want. They could talk to anybody and they don't think there's any consequences to their actions. And maybe that's true. Maybe some people have consequences and others don't. Hell, I know what that's like. So that made me think about today's topic. But before I get to today's topic, because that's going to dive deeper into exactly this bizarre world that I'm talking about. Supposedly us men holding them back. But in a bizarro type of way, I'm going to show you the actual opposite. But as in everything, I just want to go ahead and give a shout out to the gents. I want to say thank you all for continuing to support and believe in this channel, continuing to, tune in week after week, continuing to support the videos, continuing to start the conversations down in the comments. Thank you to my members who support this channel. Speaking of members, I got to put the banner up. So I want to thank the sponsors, people who sponsor the videos. I want to thank the members of the channel. For the price of a cup of coffee a month, You get extra content on this channel. I want to thank the members for what they do. But really and truly tonight, it's about you, gents. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually read off the comments and see who we got up in the house tonight. All right. Shout out to Preston. He says, what it do, brother Shaun, CTSG, big dog homie, in the Uncut City peeps. Preston, thank you for always being here. I appreciate you. What we looking at tonight, boss? I got 12 clips for you, Preston. Gents, I have 12 clips for you guys. And y'all know me. I like to tell a story with my clips. I have a story to tell. I have some narratives I like to bring to light. Decided to do it in a different background tonight, which Rick just said, like the background. Thank you. This is my living room. I wanted to make it like when I watch TV, I want to make it comfortable. That's my recliner right there. I like to make it real comfortable up in here. Okay. V, shout out to you. He said, yo, what's going on? He said, howdy from Houston. Man, I'm thinking about, I got a video clip from, I can't think of the dude name. He an OG YouTuber too. But he talks about Houston. I think P and I are going to do an episode of Partners in Crime, and we're going to talk, tomorrow we're going to do some filming, hopefully. And in there, I think we're going to talk about Houston tomorrow because Houston been off the chain. And I think I found the right clip for us to talk about. Shout out to you, V. Thank you for being here. Complete Indifference. He said, what up, soul brother? Hey, what's going on with you, man? Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it, man. He said, now you know, gents, black women have adopted the white effing tropes, even if it doesn't apply to black men. What patriarchy? When did black men ever have women like the slanderous color purple? That's a good point. It is an absolute good point. I'm going to tell you that I know that there are women that are in abusive relationships. I get it. But nothing like, well, I won't say that. Some women are in those situations like Mr. But I'm going to prove a point tonight. I'm going to prove a point tonight about men and picking men. It's funny because V, in that movie, Mr. was this old ass dude, and Celie was 14, I believe, when he got with her, and she had her first kid. There are men that do that, but the statistics say it's not us. Okay, right now, there's a whole nother faction of men that want to touch little kids. Okay, that's what we're seeing right now. Shout out to the gents. I worked out today, but I said I'm gonna have one with you guys. Have a little old fashioned on a rock, on a circle rock. You can see that. So let me know what y'all sipping on in the. Let me know what y'all sipping on down in the comments below. MW, he said, love the show, bro. Man, I appreciate you, man. Seriously, I do. Thank you so much for being here tonight, man. I got a good one for you tonight, too, man. I'm telling you. These clips that I'm going to lay out in a certain order, you're going to see exactly why I'm doing that. Cincinnati, Ohio in the building. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You know what? Every time I hear Cincinnati, man, all I can think about is WKRP. WKRP in Cincinnati. Man, that's old school right there, baby. Shout out to you in Cincinnati, brother. Appreciate you. Singer, here's one of my Singer is one of my members. Thank you for being here. Singer says, okay, gents, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hey, Singer, what did you think about that story of the dude getting of the members only video of that dude getting played, man? What you think about that? I'm gonna come up with more stories like that. Whenever I see like single clips, long clips, I try to put those to the side for members only videos, man. Probably might try to film one right after this if I got time. Purple rain. Yo, V, the color of this background changed like 3 times, man. First it started off blue, and then I'm like, wait, I'm wearing blue, so that's gonna wash out. Then I tried red, and then red just completely just washed everything out. So I figured the blue on the purple would look better, and it actually looks pretty damn good. It looks real good, actually. It's like, who living room is this? Hey, what's going on? JSU, what's going on? What's good, brothers? Contemplating on if I should start trading Forex. Ooh. I know some brothers who into that, man. So yeah, I know a couple brothers that's into that. So stick around. I'll see if I can get the info for you. Red Pill Logic, shout out to you. Greetings from Houston, brother. H-Town representing tonight. Yeah, y'all are. Yo, y'all, you look, y'all got to tune in to my new channel, Partners in Crime, because I can't remember the brother I'm getting this video from, but P and I are eventually going to review this video about Houston and what happened during the spring break, bro. So I figure I want to see P's reaction to it. So we gonna talk about spring break down in H-Town, bro. Shout out to y'all, man, for being here. Eric King, St. Louis, Missouri. Love your work, family. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. We're gonna get on here. Oh, 17. He said, what up, Shaun? See, what's up, brother? He said, back in the game. That's right. Singer says, words escape me. Yeah. See, if y'all don't know what me and Singer are talking about, I put out a members only video, and this brother goes ahead and tells his story, man, and we talk about it in the members only video for the price of a cup of coffee a month. One cup of coffee, man, you could be a member. Again, even one video is worth it. Okay. B said you on that red wine tonight? You got the pinkies up? Lance says, yikes, not the spring break. Yeah, man, we didn't get a chance to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it on this channel. I figured that'd be a good one to talk about on the podcast with Pete. All right, I'm not going to hold y'all up. I got a lot of people in the house now. I just wanted to kind of get y'all up in here. I'm going to catch a couple more. Let's drink some buds, bro. I tune in to Partners in Crime every video come out. UNP are doing y'all thing. 17, I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, 17, we just having fun, bro. That's the thing. With Partners in Crime, we are having a good time. We just being us. You know what I mean? There was that one night I drank a little too much and we stopped filming. And I remember telling P, I was like, man, I'm fucked up. we wound up quitting after that. I was like, man, I am toe up. I must have had a few of these, bro. I killed a whole bottle. I was like, we must have filmed like 6 videos, bro. And I was like, I think I'm done, bro. I can't even do this no more. Singer says, best cup of coffee I ever brought. I appreciate that. I ever bought, sorry. Yeah, and another thing I want to do with the members only is I was going to start filming in the gym today. And then I was like, I should do a night session. So I got the gym to myself. And then what I'll do is I'll do one of my workouts, but I will be talking over it about a particular subject. Does that make sense? So that way I'm kind of infusing the workout with the discussion, if that makes sense. All right. So the rodeo. Yeah, bro. Actually, not everything was about the rodeo, bro. It was just spring break, the rodeo. Oh, man. I see the dude's face in my head, but I can't picture it. All right, let's get to the videos. I want to start us off tonight. This clip isn't necessarily one of the bizarro clips. This is just this woman starting out with a question. So let's hear her out. This is kind of different from my normal setup, okay? So I have my laptop here, and I have a portable travel screen right here. So I got to get used to this setup. So please bear with me real quick as I make this happen. Look at that. It works. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear this. Let's hear this young lady out. Put me at the bottom. Let's do that. Yep, there we go.
I'm just asking as a female, do y'all men hate females? Do y'all hate us? Because how is looking in this society, this world is giving the men hate us. They hate us because they want to be us. Like, I'm confused.
Gents, Devin, shout out to you, brother. Thanks, Lance. I appreciate that. Thanks, Devin. I appreciate that. Let me tell y'all something, man. I heard this clip. And if you listen in the beginning, I'm only going to play a few seconds.
I'm just asking as a female, do y'all men hate females? Do y'all hate us?
Okay. I was with her. I was like, okay, I don't mind answering a serious question. If it's a serious question, gents, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the thing. We have not just you gents, but we have the ladies of TSG Uncut that come through and support the channel as well. Let's have the discussion. I'm not trying to shy away from the discussion. And then listen what she said. I know y'all got this. Check it out. What Lance said, they dish it but can't receive it. Watch this. Let's listen what she said.
Because how it's looking in this society, this world is giving the men hate us. They hate us because they want to be us.
Right there. She messed up her whole argument right there. The whole argument was messed up when she started saying it's giving. See, whenever they said it's giving, yo, man, that shit sounds so stupid to me, bro. And okay, I let it's giving this. I let it slip, okay? Because that's how maybe young people talk. And then I'm gonna back it up. And then watch what she says.
They hate us because they want to be us. Like
right there. They hate us because they want to be us. And then you lost everybody. You lost everybody. And then I'm convinced, man, they just getting on here to say anything, bro. Like, are you starting a serious conversation? Or are you just trying to start messing so you can get some views, some likes? Hey, Retro, what's going on? Retro Big Cat says, to me, it doesn't sound like a serious question, for it's nothing more than a damn rage baiting tactic. Yeah, and I'm beyond tired of it. That's exactly it. Yep. Women like her need to stop asking goofy questions like that. Shout out to Retro for that one, man. Red Pill says, they can't even ask a simple question without taking shots at us. This is Projection 101. Boom. V says, I love women and can't deal with females, especially the modern ones. Yep. Shout out to Mr. International. He says, no hate. However, we hate what you've become. You guys are killing it. They can dish it, but they can't receive it. I'm planning to try to get back on that, get that Cobra back on the lats with my new training regimen. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I hate to drink right now because I really had a good workout today, but I'm like, man, I'm chilling with the gents tonight. You know? Whoa, man, equal out of man. Lance says, lonely, crying for attention they choose to bear. Yeah. Eric says, provocative victimization family. That's what they do. Yeah. Y'all going to see all the stuff y'all said. Y'all are on it, man. Y'all are always on it. Everything y'all just said, we're going to see tonight. Everything. I'm going to lay it out in a story form. Like every clip is going to build on each other, as I always like to try to do. But I'm going to tell you, man, y'all are spot on. I see those goofy questions like that all the time. Men don't hate women. $1 billion question is, do women hate men? Hoo-hoo. Retro, you was on one today. Hey, everybody give it up to Retro. Retro on one tonight. Let me pull one of his media assets out of here. Here we go. This is one of my favorites.
Trick ass, punks, bitches and skanks and scallaway, hoes, heifers, hee-haws, and hula hoops.
I had to drop that for Retro, man, because Retro on one, man. Leslie Drone said marriage is slavery and women co-sign it. I don't want to hear women complain about men not approaching, not dating, not protecting them. Yeah, I saw Leslie Jones on there too. And the woman had asked her about marriage. And she was like, no. Like, And then she talked about her dad, and her dad raised her the way she is. So, like, it was, I couldn't even, I didn't even download it because I've already used Leslie Jones on this channel. And I'm like, I ain't really got nothing else to say about what she's saying, man. I mean, she dated one of her cast members, the little crazy blonde who she's skinny, little blonde chick, but she's really funny. I can't remember her name. Whenever they do like the alien bit, she's the one in the tight pants, and she said, "Oh, the alien had me up on my cooter, and I was just dangling there." She's funny as hell. Anyway, I think she dated her for a little bit. So I'm not even go back over to that side and do what you got to do, man. You know what I mean? Did you see D.L. Hughley's daughter insult her husband? No, I didn't see that one. Did not see that one. It's giving BS, attacking our masculinity, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Absolutely. Rangers, he said, "Yo, what's going on, Rangers? Great to see you." Yeah, retro 100 on that one, yeah. All right, yeah, Divas. Shout out to you, Christopher. Thank you for being here tonight. And then Singer says, "I got my old fashioned and a cigar." Oh, that's what's up, man. I almost puffed on my magic pen, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to do the live stream. I'd look around and be like, "Where am I? This ain't my desk." Leslie Jones, the Green Mile looking chick, man. Next. Oh, man. Oh, I was tired, boss. Dog tired. Hey, y'all gonna want to check out, if y'all not subscribed over to our podcast, Partners in Crime, you want to go over there. I have an idea for one of our videos, and I don't want to say it because P might be listening. And every time we do a video on Partners in Crime, most of the time I don't really tell P what is involved in the video. I just said, "Hey, we're going to check this out." And he said, "Okay." So a lot of the times when y'all see P and I talking about the topics on there, he usually don't have a lot of heads up. He don't have no heads up, like barely a little heads up on what we're going to talk about. So it's all, there's no scripting. There's nothing, man. That's just us reacting in real time. So shout out to Chris, man. He said, "Where can I find Poe?" Shout out to you. Thank you for being one of my members as usual. Matrix says roll a blunt is legal. Yeah, I know, but I ain't about to do that on here. I don't need them. I don't need them people on me. Let's get to the next video though. So I wanted to start everything out with that video to get us warmed up.
A lot of men don't know that.
Okay. Now, the first bizarro thing is women tend to tell men that we always trying to look too pretty. What's up with all these pretty boys right now? Why is it all these men trying to be pretty like women? Have y'all heard that before? Let me know down in the chat if y'all heard that. Where can I find Partners in Crime? Yeah, just type it into your YouTube search bar. Partners in Crime Podcast. I'll tell you what. I'll try to put a link to it. Look for a community post. I'll try to do that as well. All right. And maybe before the end of the night, I might put a link in the thing. Okay, Eric says, "I've heard that before." Yeah. So you have a bunch of women right now saying that men are too pretty, men are into their looks, men think that they're prettier than them. And let's be real, women don't want to feel upstaged by their man. I've heard that before, right? Women want to be the accessory to a man. However, that's not what women be saying. Okay, let's check it out. I'm going to do this so we get more screen room. There we go.
A lot of men don't know that they're unattractive, and I was like, no, I think this is true. And I went to the grocery store today, and I was just looking around at each man, because normally I don't look at men. I usually just act like they're invisible, but I actually was like, okay, let me look. And when I looked at majority of the men, not only were they not attractive, just like not at all, but like a lot of them were so unattractive that I was like, what's in the water? Like,
most men are deeply unattractive because of Mother Nature and something called the Great Scam. The Great Scam was the day that the male of the species convinced the female of the species that it no longer needed to prove itself worthy in order to reproduce and have babies, but the fact that the men are ugly says otherwise.
I think most men are ugly these days, so
Yeah, well, it's recession, so
yeah.
the pickings are getting slim everywhere.
I fear that the man I'm talking to, I'm his first baddie.
What?
What makes a guy easily unattractive? When he doesn't have a fresh haircut, when he doesn't have style, when he looks like a frog.
Hey man, it's really getting spooky out here, man. It's really getting spooky out here, dog. What? Yours a dirty game, man. We are cooked. Stay focused though.
All right. Sorry if that thing lagged a little bit. On my side, it looked like the video wasn't playing, but if you missed it, you have a bunch of women out here talking about men's look. All of them stand on a scale, right? Wow, I haven't heard that one before. Eric and Slap. Wannabe divas. Yup. Was that a hippo trying to tell people men need to prove themselves to be to reproduce? Yeah. And I've used her in another video. If you continue to listen on, that same woman said that the men need to be making at least $300,000 a year. So she had all these complaints about men. Actually, let's play that shit again. let's run that one back for the G's. I'm gonna go. Yeah, what she said didn't make so much sense. Let's go right there.
I think most men are ugly these days, so
Yeah, well, it's recession, so
yeah.
the pickings are getting slim everywhere.
I fear that the man I'm talking to, I'm his first baddie.
What?
What makes a guy easily unattractive? When he doesn't have a fresh haircut, when he doesn't have style, when he looks like a frog.
Bro, in the immortal words of Kevin Samuel, you really can't make this shit up, man. You seriously can't, man. Is it bad when men care about their parents now? Yup. Listen, real life Ninja Turtle. Let me tell y'all something, man. What's crazy about that scene? Let me put her back up on the screen. What's crazy about this is how are we worried about if a guy is attractive or not? You guys are now saying that men aren't attractive. You all are the same ones that if a man does look attractive, then you find reasons not to talk to that dude because you say guys are trying to look too pretty. Guys are doing too much. I came to one conclusion on this, gents, and my conclusion is this. It's the same one we've come up with every time we get done with these videos. That a lot of women really don't know exactly what they want. It's almost like they're regurgitating like a script. And it's because they say the same stuff to each other, then they regurgitate it like it's a script. One of the videos me and P did on Partners in Crime podcast is we talked about women rejecting men or getting rejected and stuff like that. And one of the guys went up to try to talk to a group of girls. And he tried to talk to one girl and the other girl was like, yo, she don't want to talk to you. Have y'all been through that before? When you go up to a group of girls, you try to talk to one of the girls and then one of the girlfriends tell like, yeah, she don't want to talk to you. Well, how do you know she don't want to talk to me? You didn't let me talk to her. Usually the hater, that'd be the haters. That'd be the one who nobody could get talked to before her. Or if she in a crappy mood, then we are man hating tonight. We're gonna drink and hang out with each other and just hate on men because I'm feeling bad about me. So if any guys come up to y'all, y'all can't have no guys come up to y'all because we all hate men tonight. Insane, man. And then you got this happening right here. Now, y'all can't see the full video, but trust me when I say she is the size of her 3 friends, okay? She is the size of all 3 of her friends, and she doing the most talking. Now, one thing y'all don't see me do on here on TSG Uncut is you don't hear me do a lot of talking about big girls. You don't hear me putting down big women on here. You don't. Because I'm not trying to shame people for their size. If you want some suggestions on how to lose weight or how to get more fit, I can tell you about that stuff. You know? But I don't typically put them down. The times when you see me put them down is when they start doing this. And it's like, wait a minute. You a big girl and your personality is unattractive too? Like, really? God dang, man. V says delusion is real. Too many 4s and 5s think they qualify for 8 and 9 instead of their match in the SMV. Exactly. The FUPA be FUPAing. Oh, shit. The FUPA be FUPAing. The weave and cosmetic industry generates billions of dollars a year. If these women are so attractive, why do they spend so much money trying to cover up how they really look? Hey, see, Red Pill Logic coming in here with that Red Pill Logic. Shout out to you for that one. That was a good one. You're right. Not only that, but they get their talking points from Sims too. Ooh. King sent me a video today. And in the video, y'all probably seen this video. It went viral. Did I show it on this channel? The dude was walking with this woman, and they had been doing stuff in some city. He flew her out, and she said, "We having a good time?" And he was like, "Well, I ain't having a good time." And she's like, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, I spent 10 racks already." And she's like, "Yeah, we having a good time." He's like, "But I ain't get the crack yet. You know, I thought I was going to have a good time." And King sent that to me earlier today. I think I used it on the channel already, but the point that King was trying to make was, yo, it's these same dudes who probably, if he put a little effort in, could probably talk to a woman without spending 10 racks. But it's the dudes simping, giving these women the impression that that's what they should be doing. And what I responded back to King was, I said, well, what's going to happen is she going to go back to her girls, and her girls are going to say, "Ooh, what happened? Oh, yeah, he did all this, blah, blah, blah." They're going to be like, "Oh, what'd y'all do?" "We didn't do nothing." "Oh, you didn't sleep with him?" "Nope. And he just gave it to me. Cause I deserve it. Cause he knew I deserved it. He knew he was dealing with a baddie." So these dudes are spending racks on these women and not even hitting. That's crazy, bro. I told King, I said, they just messing up. Simps with all that money. Simps spending money and messing the game up, bro. But they always saying how many beautiful women they see. They must be attracted to women. Absolutely. Guys are doing too much. Women need to do more, as in lift their fat ass off the damn car. Women don't want happy men. No, don't seem like it do it. She got the kangaroo pouch and she talking. Okay. That's crazy. It's getting spooky like Scooby-Doo up in here for real. Kate McKinnon, that's her name. Leslie Jones was dating Kate McKinnon. That's it. Kate McKinnon is a boss. Not gonna lie. She is funny as hell. And even she left. Delusion is real too. Okay, I read that one. When I went from 300 to 170, my wife, 170, my wife at the time did not like the imbalance and wasn't encouraging the whole way down. Modern women want all the leverage in a relationship. V, that's interesting you said that, fam, because one of the things that I've been told is that when you have a couple and there's significant weight loss by one or the other, If you're not actively losing the weight together, then there's a high chance that it's not going to work out because someone's going to feel some type of way, right? So it kind of makes sense. One person that your relationship ain't going to last because if you two aren't linked together, you're trying to eat healthy and your partner is eating bad. How's that going to work? You want to go to the gym every evening and your partner doesn't want to work out at all. I ain't gonna say you want to go to the gym. I'm saying, but you go to the gym, you're trying to eat healthy, you're trying to do healthy things, and your partner just want to sit on the couch. They don't ever want to take care of themselves. How's that work? Yeah, it is crazy work. Choose a struggle. Yeah, they do. From the outbreak in Houston, I've opted out from black women. Yeah. Matrix, shout out to you. We're going to talk about that on Partners in Crime. We're going to talk about that on Partners in Crime. I didn't tell P yet, but that's one of the topics we're going to talk about. All right, let's get on to that next video. Yeah, 10K. Hold on real quick. V said 10K super simp. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, let's get to the next one. All right. So another thing that we typically hear from women nowadays is about men not having money. We just talked about the 10K super simp, right? Spending money, not, whatever. But there are women who actually want you to be fiscally responsible. I know that's hard to believe, but I'm about to show y'all in the next clip. Check it out. Remember, everything is bizarro world tonight, so keep that in mind.
Unpopular opinion, but I don't like a nigga that's too financially responsible. Like, I want you to be responsible enough that all your bills are paid off and that everything is taken care of and you have enough money to spend on me. But emphasis on you gotta have money to spend on me. Those niggas that be like, no, I'm working on the future. I don't have time to buy bags and shoes. What? Leave me alone. What are you talking about? Go get another job. I don't know what to tell you. You better learn how to finance those finances so that you have enough money to take care of all your shit and give me money too. The fuck? We splurge around here.
So there we go. How do you deal with that? Here it is, man. You are responsible. You got your own place. You got a nice car. You're living pretty good. I mean, you'll be able to kick back in the home life, have a little drink. Your life is good, man. Your finances are okay. Isn't this what they complain about? Don't they complain that dudes don't be having no car, no money? No, they don't have their own place. Ain't that what women complain about? Don't they complain that we don't have our own shit? The problem for us is, ladies, any ladies listening, the problem is this woman just said one of the most ignorant shits I've ever heard. I don't want a dude talking about the future and all this stuff. I just want to know if he's going to spend money on me. I'm paraphrasing. If y'all watched my wife video that I put out the other day, that was one of the traits. A wife, she should, I forgot to put that video in. I had a Charleston White video, and in that video, I forgot how I didn't put that in the video, but Charleston White was going to say in my video that when you give a wife money, she don't spend and just splurge it. She takes the money and she multiplies it. Whatever you give a wife, she multiplies it. You bring her, you bring home the groceries. You know how she multiplies it? She take those groceries and she makes food. She prepares a meal. When you bring home the money, that woman makes sure that the home is taken care of. You even have women say, well, men back in the day used to bring their whole paycheck home to the woman. Yeah, they did. But those men could also trust that those women were going to pay the bills. I can't tell y'all how many videos I've seen up on YouTube where the dude come home and realize the bills ain't paid. What was that last video I showed y'all? It was the wife video. The wife had put them $500,000 in debt. She told y'all herself that she put her husband and herself in $500,000 in debt, and should have known with that pink hair she had, pink hair and leopard. You should have known that was a problem. Ladies, if we can't trust you with the finances, what the thing that we do to toil and work, our hours out from the house, all that time away from home. And it's not that we don't want to do for our women, but these women are irresponsible. I can even understand look, women like to get things. People like to get things. Us dudes like to receive things. But when you're talking about not even putting money away for our future, that tells me that you don't see a future. That tells me that you're not a part of the plan. Tells me that you're not in it for the long term. Because I'm going to tell y'all firsthand, I've been through it, where you're planning a future with somebody, you've invested a lot of money and stuff. They now adopt this language, not like yours or mine, it's like ours. They keep saying, oh, it's our house, our car, our bank account. And as soon as they're done with you, soon as they move on, it's no longer ours. Oh, that's you. When I got left with some debt, when I got left with the debt from my second marriage, all that hours that she was talking about, that's you, buddy. Good luck. Figure it out. Yeah, that's your house. Yeah, I know you're upside down on it. That's you. That's all you. Yeah. Yeah. It's only hours in divorce court. Yeah, but that house that I had, it became my house. It was ours all the way through. When I fell behind on it, it was like, well, that's you. I fell behind on it because I had a wife that didn't take care, was not responsible with the money. So the reason why I bring up this young lady right here is because this is a warning. One of the key tenets of a wife is that she needs to be able to take what you give her and multiply it. I don't care if you're not religious or you're not, spiritual or anything, these things. There's still a lesson to be learned from the parable of the servants. The master gave each servant a certain amount of talents. And that servant was to take those talents and do something with it. And the first two, they went and they multiplied those talents. The last one, the last servant, when the master said, hey, what have you done with what I gave you? He said, oh, well, I kept it. I buried it because I know how you are. You're not, you're kind of irresponsible. So I wanted to make sure I saved it. What happened to that servant? That servant got tossed out. That's how a lot of women are. They don't take what you give them and multiply it. They don't help you no longer to multiply who you are, to be the version of you that you need to be for your purpose. They're not helping you towards that. They're worried about what you're going to do for them. Preston says the equality shit only benefits them when it suits them. No responsibility, no accountability. Yep. The only time they want to go 50-50 in divorce. That's a good one. Yeah. Far too many girls are trained to yours like predatory factory laboratory rats. Users. Yeah. A few years ago, they were interviewing people who were in a homeless camp. One man said his wife bankrupted them gambling. He was living in a tent. His wife found a new man and moved on. Oh, yeah. Those, I don't know if y'all have ever seen, I can't remember the name of the channel, but they go and they talk to homeless people. The whole channel was about the homeless people. And like so many of those men that are out there, they will say, I had a family, I had all this, I had a job, and they just couldn't survive the divorce. They couldn't survive the divorce. There's a video I did on this channel. It didn't do so well, but I still got to put these videos out. And what I did was I showed you how the average, how in Texas, I use Texas for an example, the mean income in Texas was $37,000. Now, if you're a single man, $37,000, you'd be okay. You're not balling, well, I don't know about now, but at the time when I did the video 4 years ago, the man would be okay. Now, as soon as you start adding divorce and child support and all the different things, the man was negative every month. He couldn't survive. And I've been there. You remember when Obama passed the payday predatory lending thing? So what was happening was a lot of these payday lenders were, you would fall behind, and then they could charge you this outrageous 300% on whatever you borrowed. If y'all didn't know, Obama got rid of that, right? You know why he got rid of it? Because back in the day, when I was a young dude in the military, there was a lot of us that were falling prey to those predatory lending schemes. Now, luckily, I was at the part of my career where I was making decent money. I got past my divorce. But prior to Obama coming in office, when Bush was in office, I was going through it. I was writing a check. Every week I was writing a check to cover what I had borrowed the week before because I was barely making it. My credit was shit, so I didn't have a credit card. And even if I did, I couldn't afford it anyway. I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. I was barely making it. So, yeah, when I tell you I know about that, about how these men end up in the homeless camps, trust me, I know from experience, man. Thank God I had people that had my back. But I'm one of the lucky ones. The problem is in this generation, men cannot trust women anymore. That's right. That's right. We definitely can't trust you with anything as far as finances and marriage. Yep. Ranger said 500K in debt. What the hell? Why didn't he shut off the cards? No cash, nothing. Oh, no. Rangers. Rangers. The story was, I almost knocked my camera over. Okay. Here's what happened with that story. He did cut off the credit cards. He took everything. You know what she did? You know how she racked up 500K? This woman was going behind her husband's back. And what she was doing, she was borrowing money from family and friends. And she just accumulated $500,000 worth of debt because he wasn't giving her no money. She had been mishandling the money. As soon as he found out, she told him, he divorced her right on the spot. He said, I'm done. So he did take her money away from her. He did try to salvage it. But the woman he called a wife still felt that she had to go behind his back. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that video real quick. Yeah, she still went behind his back and felt the need to spend that money. Yep, here it is right here. I'm gonna play this video for Rangers since we're talking about it. Might as well show y'all. Here we go.
This is a follow-up to my husband does not know that we are $500,000 in debt. I did in fact come clean to my husband and I told him that we were $500,000 in debt. I did have to explain that I did get loans out in his name. I did ask family and friends for money, and I said that my husband would repay them eventually. Obviously, my husband was very pissed off. I did feel very bad, but he did tell me right away, actually, that he wanted a divorce. He did not understand why I could do something like that to him. I did tell him, I got bored. You took the card away from me. You no longer gave me money. So I felt the need to go behind your back and get loans and also ask for friends and family for money. That was the only thing that I could think of to do. I did feel bad, obviously, but I did it. There was no going back.
Yeah, you didn't feel bad.
He did file for divorce right away, I believe the next day after he found out. And so we are currently in the process of getting a divorce. He did kick me out of the house as well. So I'm currently staying in my car because friends and family do not want to take me in after what I did to my husband.
You know what? Shout out to the friends and family. Let's listen to the rest of the story. God dang.
I am very grateful that my husband let me take all of the stuff that I was able to purchase. So maybe I will sell some of those things so that I can eat until I get a job. I know I said before that I would never get a job, but at the end of the day, that is all that I can do. I cannot stay in my car for my entire life. And if family and friends are not going to support me, then what else am I going to do? So yes, I have to get a job at the moment. And I just completely screwed everything over. I mean, I shouldn't have done what I did, but oh well, you know?
I want y'all to remember, I'm so glad I played this clip now. I'm glad I played this clip. And the reason why I'm glad I played this clip is because of that last statement. She made the statement twice. She kept saying, oh, well. What the hell? Computer, living room off. Okay. So I'm glad we see that. Okay. All right. We're going to come back to that. Put a pin in that, because that thing that she said, let me make sure I'm centered with my camera. That thing that she said about, oh, well, we're going to see that again in Bizarro World. Okay. Now, one of the other things that we hear from modern women today, we always hear about broke men. Do we not? I swear it's like every goddamn video is about why men broke all the time. If men can't buy stuff for us, then they just broke. Broke men. Broke is giving broke. That's what we hear. Keep that in mind when we watch this next video. Keep that in mind. Oh, let's do it that way. Here we go. If y'all can't see on that dude's phone, it says always begging.
Hello?
Always begging.
Hello, hey. What's
up?
going?
Shit, chilling. I ain't doing shit. What's up?
Nothing. Just I just got a lot on my mind. Can you talk right now?
Yeah, what's good?
So hold on, let me go outside real quick.
Okay.
So I'm just going through a lot and stuff like that. And it's the 4th or whatever. I'm trying to ask you a question. Like, I gotta pay my rent and these kids don't get to school. And I'm just going through a lot right now. What you going like? I don't know.
What you mean you going through a lot?
I can't pay my rent. Like, I supposed to pay it on the 1st and I couldn't pay it. Like, I was trying to see if you got like a couple of dollars or something to help me out.
A couple of dollars? What you mean? How much?
Shit, really just like 500. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing.
500? I just had to pay my rent.
So what you saying? Like, these kids going back to school, like, you can't help me out?
I ain't got it right now.
What you mean you ain't got it?
I ain't got it. Just like you ain't got it, I ain't got it.
Man, get off my phone, man. I'm finna block you, man.
You gonna block me?
Yes, because I don't got time. You can't help me out or nothing. I got to pay my rent.
Shit, help me out. You need to help me out too. Shit, it's vice versa.
Bye. You getting blocked. Bye. Get out my phone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Matrix. I believe that probably is what that was for her to get her. It had nothing to do with no rent. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, man. If she need to find the rent, she gonna find the rent. She wasn't begging for no rent. She was just trying to get some extra money. Maybe she paid her rent and now she didn't have no money to do nothing. And the fact that he got her, listen, look at this. Her name on the screen is always begging. He knew when she called. He already red pill logic. Always begging is diabolical. Oh shit. Rick says, I always tell women I work at Popeyes. All I got is some butter biscuits. Yeah. He should say, you can't pay your rent. I need money for my rent too. Girl, what we gonna do? Help yourself to an M&F job and a strong, independent life. Yeah, man. The cholesterol in her voice tells it all. That 500 is for her hair and nails. Yeah. Lil Yachty spent 100 racks and still did it. Yeah. She sound like a fiend. Open the account's his name without his consent. That stuff in is criminal. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And then superficial materialistic to fault consumer heads. Yep. And then thanks, Preston, for the background. I appreciate that. I had a friend whose wife got a secret credit card and racked up $10K in debt. He found out when the credit card company called him at work looking for their money. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, she needs to be angry at herself, racking up $500,000 debt. Yep. Y'all is not wrong. You strong and independent. You got this, queen. Never be a stand for a fool. That's right. All right, man. Let me tell y'all spot on tonight, man. Let me get to the next clip. Now we I told y'all I like themes, right? So not only do they call us men broke, but don't modern women always say that they're elevating, that men can't get on their level, that they're doing big things and they need and men just ain't there yet? Men not out there grinding like they are. Men lazy today. I can keep going. Let me show you how delusional some of these women are when it comes to money. This is crazy. Oh, Donald, there's more coming. There is more coming. Check this one out. Check this out. This is unbelievable.
And what do you do?
I'm just living.
Just living?
Yeah, I'm just living.
Okay.
Ooh-wee. I don't know what that means. Like, are you not working or?
No, I work, but I feel like why waste my time like continuing to work when life can just happen whenever. So like, I feel like the money is gonna fall out the sky. What? I feel like the universe be providing for me. So I feel like I'm straight.
You said money gonna fall out the sky.
Oh shit. Hey. Gents, I don't even know. What do you let me put her back up on screen. Yo, this is crazy work right here, man. They're correct. I can't get on a level. I can't stoop down that low. Yeah. Airbrain, yeah. Pookie and Ray Ray don't need a whip. Donald says laughing and crying, yeah. This shows men have to be careful who they marry. Don't get with a woman with a lot of debt, student loans, credit cards, a lot of kids. because she's going to expect you to pay her debt. Yeah. Listen, man, both of my marriages, I wound up paying my wife's debts. And let me tell you, I didn't know that they had debt. You know when I found out they had debt? Right around this time of the year. I went to go file my taxes. I was supposed to get a lot of money back because I had gotten a bonus that was tax-free. Or sorry, it wasn't tax-free. I had got a lot of money from a bonus. So they basically make you overpay the amount of taxes on that bonus. And then when you file your taxes, you'll get a good portion of that back. So I was supposed to get $6,000 back that year. Anyway, when it come back, I wound up it was zero. And I'm like, what the hell happened? Come to find out, she had unpaid student debt. My first wife had unpaid student debt. And then they took the whole tax return. The next year, we're supposed to get $5,000 back. They took that whole tax return. My second wife didn't even know she had debt. They took the whole tax return. I asked her, I said, how didn't you know about you had student loans? Oh, I thought that was all taken care of. I said, apparently not. We've been together for years and you just now realizing you got student loans? Oh, man. I've probably paid about 15, 16 grand in student loans for 2 wives, bro. Listen, when I come on here and I talk about this stuff, I'm talking about, look, I have no problem saying that, like, what I fucked up on, what I messed up on, what I've been through. If it'll stop one of y'all from going through it, I have no problem telling y'all these stories. Zero. Because, again, I lived in a goddamn shack in the woods that my kids were scared to even go to the house because I couldn't afford to live nowhere else. And I've lived good. I've been living good. I live good. And I'm not even bragging. I'm just saying, to come from where I've been at, to lose everything, even lose my own house, and to come back from all of that, every time they try to knock me down, I get the hell right back up. So absolutely what Devin said is spot on. You have got to know her history. You have got to know that full Carfax. Rick said in Dr. Umar voice, Lord have mercy. Black women are cooked for real. In order to lose a woman faster, just tell her you broke. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Or tell her you love her right off the bat. Wait, was this debt she had before you were married? And they still could take your tax return if the debt was before you married her? Yep. Because soon as you combine your social security numbers and put it on a tax form, and she ain't paid her back student loans, they could take your whole tax return. Absolutely. Give her ass money in cash and she don't pay bills and spends it her own ass fast. Yeah. Amen. Shout out to you, T. Lamore. Great to see you. A woman's past can ruin a man's future. Absolutely it can. I got lucky. Listen, thank you for this one, Matrix. Appreciate it. I got lucky. I got lucky because I had my career. That's why my kids don't even realize the sacrifice that I made for them. Because I not only stayed in the military to make sure that they still had, but I stayed in the military too because every time I was in a place that I was good, I kept getting knocked back down. And eventually I was like, you know what, man? Until I got knocked down really far. And I said, you know what? Never again. Never again. And I've been true to my word. And if y'all been watching, for you all who've been watching long enough, when I'm in the office, y'all see me pull out my 5-year planner or my 5-year plan. And I'm on my third 5-year plan. I'm on my third one. So what am I trying to tell y'all? I'm saying that, man, look, one decision can ruin your whole life. But it's not over. I promise you. Thanks for the info. I didn't know that. Yeah, man, for sure. For sure. Red pill got a background checks, medical history checks, credit checks. Yeah, these are all non-negotiable. Yeah. And you know what? Red pill is absolutely right, y'all. Let me tell you. I'm going to get back to you, Devin. Thanks for the $2 holler. Red pill is right about this because marriage, if you're going to actually do marriage, if you're going to do state-sponsored marriage, which I would advise against. I'm not saying don't get married. I'm saying, why do you got to go through the state? You can draw up every other contract that's sort of like a marriage, but not a marriage, and it'll still work. I'm still theorizing this out. But I know if you go through the state and you say to the state, we're married, that's a wrap. So that's a business. It's a business decision to get married. And you telling me you're going to take on a business partner without understanding the risk, without knowing their history, without knowing their liability? Nah, that's non-negotiable. Let me get Devin here on the tickler there, and then Devin is our first sponsor tonight, always contributing to the channel, man. And I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all don't realize, man, I don't really say much to y'all about it, but YouTube is doing some wonky stuff right now, man. It really is. Right now on this channel, it's actually not looking too bad right now. But there were some months where it's like, is YouTube even putting out the videos? I don't even know what's going on. And y'all probably start hearing your other favorite content creators talk about it, but the YouTube apocalypse is real right now. You go to your home screen, there's nothing but shorts. So that means there's less opportunity for people to find your videos because they want people to get addicted to the shorts. I don't do shorts on this channel. You know why? I did, but I stopped. Because when I started doing the shorts, nobody was catching the videos. So YouTube is trying to, these companies, man, these goddamn corporations are greedy as fuck. Excuse my French. But they greedy as hell, man. You know, we just trying to make it out here, and then like, bro, you dodged that bullet, Shaun. You have dodged a number of bullets. I got lucky. Seriously, I got lucky. I could easily, I've been homeless 3 times in my life. And 2 of those times was after the divorces. Even while I was in the military, I went a small period of being homeless. So it can happen to anybody. I got a job. A lot of those dudes that's at those homeless camps that talk about divorce, they had jobs and they were still homeless. Yeah, it's crazy. They're losing in droves because they figured out the independence mess isn't looking so sweet now. Yes, exactly. Head trauma, head cases, wasted mistakes. Yep. Next Wednesday, we'll make the 3rd anniversary of my wife's death. When she passed, our house was paid off, our cars were paid off, and we had $50K in the bank. I chose well. Shout out to you, man. I just want to say my condolences for the passing of your wife. And you know what, man? You just got to be grateful for the time that you have with the people that mean the most. You know what I mean? Because this life is short. And so we got to take it for what it is, you know? Appreciate that time. T. Lamore says, thank you for your service. I'm a former Marine. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out, thank you for your service as well. Military men are just built differently. Never surrender. And you know what? That was the other thing too, man. Thank you for that, T. Lamore. I appreciate you. Yeah. So you already know when you're going through that and you're in, there's still a good chance to make it. And you knowing, like I was in the Navy. So being in the Navy, one advantage we had was a month of that time being homeless, I was on the ship. So I got lucky. And part of it, I had to live in a hostel. So it was like, $16, $20 a day, something like that. Something really cheap. But that was a crazy living experience in a hostel. It really was. But I did it. And that's my mindset right there, what you just said. I never give up. I tell my kids this all the time, T. Lamore. If you get knocked down, it's okay to stay down for a little bit. catch your breath, right? Recover. But don't get up without thinking about your next move. You can't get up and do the same thing that got you knocked down. You got to get up and you got to move differently. But it's okay to take a breath. Thing is, just don't stay down. And that's what I tell my kids all the time. Just don't stay down. A woman with bad debts and student loan is like a woman showering and then leave that, showering with that leave me alone cologne. I salute you. Thank you for protecting our country. No problem, brother. I appreciate you. Much appreciated, complete indifference. Thank you. Condolences. All good. Yeah, condolences, bro. Yep. That's up there to Singer. Yep. Shout out to you, man. Devil dog salute. Why in the F, 10 Fs would a man buy a car, especially when it comes attached with an outdated car note? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, PG. Number 5 Marine. My grandfather was a Navy man also. Yep. I was submarines. All that back there on my bookshelf, all my Navy achievement medals and stuff like that. All my awards. We be in prison and or the Navy, very. Yeah, we do. All right, let's get to the next one. We got a few more to go. Actually, where we're at on time. Okay. I think we're okay for now, but probably gonna speed some of this up.
Hey, how old are you?
Oh,
If you don't mind me.
Oh, okay. So the other thing that we hear from women is that there was a clip that I played in one of my recent videos. And the women, it was 2 women actually, and they both made the same type of video. And in that video, they kept saying, why do men keep saying that we keep picking the wrong men? Why do men keep saying we're choosing wrong? Maybe that man was all messed up. Maybe that man lied to us. Okay? So apparently, gents, these women want you to believe that their choice has nothing to do with it. Let the men be lying to them. Now, if you watch this channel, you've heard me say that women are the ones who women are the one who choose the guy. A man cannot do nothing with a woman unless she allows it. And if not, it's a crime. So how isn't it it's the women's choice on picking these dudes? If it wasn't women's choice on picking the dude, then hell, this wouldn't even be an issue. Because men would be able to find women easily. So check this out. It's always the man's fault that they keep finding bad dudes.
Hey, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 20.
20?
4 kids.
4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And you work at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you told the fuck up. Straight up. You told the fuck up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But damn, like you
That went viral today. That I had already pulled this clip, and then like a few hours later, everybody was talking about this clip. This woman is 20 years old, 4 kids, and working McDonald's. He straight up told you toe up. Yeah, she toe up 4 kids. So how is that possible? How is it possible for it to be all the men's fault and she got 4 kids at 20 years old? You can't tell me it's not her fault. Or you can't tell me it's not her parents' fault. You can't tell me that her life choices are the best. Y'all can't see it, but right here where I got the little caption I put, modern women are making great life choices. He said, that's a 608. Oh, shit. Oh man. On old fashioned number 2. Damn it. I didn't want to drink too much. I might have to grab another one though. As men, we have to learn to embrace discomfort and hard times. Nobody's coming to save you. Work harder. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, let's get to the next one. Because if y'all thought that poor life choice was ridiculous. Oh, okay. We're gonna slightly shift topics. Not slightly. We're still on the same topic, but so we talked about how on this channel I tell women all the time, hey, look, y'all the one that choose the dudes, y'all got to choose better. And I don't care what these women say, women were never meant to choose their own men. That's what the fathers, that's what the brothers, that's what the uncles, that's what the men in the family were there to do, was to vet the men. But now we got a new problem, gents. The new problem is that women actually give better relationship advice than you. Just remember when I say these things, we're in bizarro world. Everything's reverse. Women give better dating advice than men. I'm about to prove it right here.
Ladies, if you with your man, I need you to look him dead in his eye right now, okay? No, like look him dead in his eye. If you with your man, look him in his eye. I need you to tell him, I got options.
That's the new age mindset. You have this woman who scantily cladded. I don't even know who it is. I don't know if that's a star or whatever. I don't know who that is. But the point being is, you're going to let some woman who the weave is down her back, she barely dressed. Let me see what she wearing. They show it. Yeah, she dressed like a 608 or a 304. Depends on your perspective. There you go. Ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Right? This woman right here is trying to tell you with your man that to tell your man you got options. Why is it that these women give the worst advice to other women? And why is it that women that got men already listen to the women that ain't got no men? Women who got their own man lose out on their man from listening to women who ain't got no man. Yo, these modern women are slow. I'm convinced of it. Some of them are slow. Why the heck would you listen to a woman that can't get no man, ain't had no man in years, hasn't proven she can keep a man, always got problems? Ladies, any ladies listening, it was never meant for y'all to pick your own dude, because y'all get emotionally invested in the dudes that you like. I'm gonna tell this story. Actually, let me see something. If I tell this story, I want to see I'm in the right. Nope, I'm gonna hold off this story. If you're around to hear it. But there's another clip that's gonna make me. The story is gonna fit. The story I'm gonna tell y'all, a personal story of mine, is gonna fit better 4 clips from now. All right. Take a couple comments. They are the most educated with all that women's intuition. And they read their horoscopes every day and still can't pick a good man to say they like. God damn it, red pill logic come off the top turnbuckle. Edward says any woman that listen to her should leave single. Yeah. I just wrote a song on that very situation in her words. Yeah, man. I hey, that's gotta be a fire song then, because man, you can't miss. They would not they would no longer be with their men. Yeah. You need to catch up. That's a lie. Yep. Okay. I already caught up all that. Cool. Okay. So they make the best choices. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to talk about this next. I can't wait to talk. This. So imagine, if you will, let's connect these dots real quick because it's gonna make this next story better. So I want to pick one of these comments because one of y'all said it. Right here. Shout out to Edward. He said, any woman that listens to her should leave single. Okay? So I'm using this comment because he's absolutely correct. So imagine you listening to another single woman, listening to her buck your head up about, yeah, girl, I wouldn't put up with that, blah, blah, blah. He don't give you no money. He said he won't put his foot down. He don't want to pay for your blah, blah, blah. And he don't want you to go to Chris Brown. And he said you can't wear that tight dress. Girl, you a queen. You was slanted in that dress. Who is he to think he could tell you what to do? So the women go ahead. They listen to their friends. They end up being single. Right? Or they're in relationships and they blame the man. They blame the men for why the relationship is going bad. Yet they've been in multiple relationships and all the men in the relationships are saying the same thing. All the men that they've ever dated have the same complaints. And what do we hear after they go through that, gents? We hear that modern women are on their healing journey. Do we not? We hear that they're healing all the time, all of them. I won't be celibate. I ain't going to have no sex for 6 months because I got to be on my healing journey. Now, what are they doing while they're on this healing journey? The thing about it is, gents, the reason why they can't mess with you is because they're healing. They're healed. Something's wrong with you because they did the work. Okay? They did all this work. They not messing with no broke dudes no more. That's a crazy logic. I'm healing, but I won't mess with broke dudes. I don't know. It's your fault. Don't forget we're in Bizarro world, so don't come for me. Now, I'm going to play this next video, but I'm also going to grab another old-fashioned while I'm up. So y'all won't see me on screen. Y'all ready? Here we go.
Good boy, OP, and today I got...
Chelsea.
Are you single?
I am.
What did you learn in your past relationship?
Hold on, we gotta start over.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
I can't say that. I was about to say something bad. Let's start from the beginning.
It's your boy, OP.
Give me a second.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
Mom, what did I learn in my last relationship?
Wait.
What did you learn? Nothing. You keep doing the same shit.
Go lay your ass back down and come holler at me tomorrow when you sober. Because you high right now.
That's what you need to say. That's the answer right there. What did you learn in your past relationship?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. I learned nothing.
You know how bad it is that you get asked a question if you ask me, I've already told y'all part of the healing journey that I've had. I told y'all that, hey, I had to get my shit together. I wrote out my 5-year plan. I'm on my purpose. I follow the plan. And whenever I'm lost, whenever I can't figure out my way, whenever I'm like, what am I doing? I remember I go back to the plan and I read what I wrote. And then I'm back on track again because I remember what I wrote. I'm never lost. I've never for the past 11 years, actually more than 11, 11 years, past 11 plus years, I'm on my third 5-year plan. I've never been lost. I've had down moments. I get upset moments, but I've never felt like I didn't know what I was doing. And this is why I stress being on your purpose. But then you got these women right here. She on her healing journey, but she can't tell you what she learned from her last relationship. And the reason being is because when women come out of relationships, instead of taking the accountability that they should take, there's always the blame game. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Believe it or not, I told y'all a number of things tonight about what happened with me, paying my ex's student loans, stuff like that. Listen, yeah, they had their issues. But the main thing, I'm not saying that I don't talk about the issues that I've had with them. But at the end of the day, I chose those women. And the bigger reveal of it is, I asked myself when I finally got serious and said, okay, I'm taking control of this shit for real. I had to ask myself the tough question. What could I have done better? What did I miss? Ready for this one? Because this is the one that you really got to ask yourself. This goes for men or women. What was I lacking that I chose this right here? What was I lacking inside of me that I thought that this is what I deserved? Now, when you answer that question, when you fix that thing, I give y'all a good one. It's going to be a little funny because I want to take the mood back up again. Can I say this with a straight face? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. What is it inside of me that I can't leave these hoes alone? Why I can't leave these streets alone? What is inside of me wrong with me? I can't leave these $5 304s alone. I can't let go of these skip, scop, scallop. I wish I had my rings on. That's kind of what I was in. What am I doing wrong? Well, I can't leave these demons alone. Sorry, in my head, I wish I could have acted it the really way I really wanted to, but I was just laughing inside my head the whole time. Got to ask yourself that question. Shout out to T. Lamore. He said, you were just being human. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, man. Sometimes you got to figure out the reason. If you have a type, and that type won't never do right by you, this go for men or women. You got to ask yourself, why do you keep picking that type? I got a good one for you. I'm going to throw a curveball on this one. Why is it that I can't seem to stay with the good woman? Oh, y'all didn't know I was going to get this deep tonight. Bro, I was that dude. I can answer that question now. This woman right here couldn't answer not one goddamn question. In the 5 or so minutes I've been talking about this and telling y'all all this stuff, I've been putting belt to ass. I've been telling y'all exactly, pinpointing exactly what it is. Now, I got a bunch of my military brothers in here. So y'all know we have to diagnose the problem. When something goes wrong, I don't know what y'all call it in the Marines or in the Army or the Air Force, but we would have a fact finding. I think that's common to all the branches or most of them. We'd have a fact finding. And then after the fact finding, you have the critique. And the critique is where all the players that are involved there, everybody goes through and talks through the situation and the timeline. And then after you have the timeline and you can see what were the root causes, what happens next? Then you say, okay, we have the root causes. What's the corrective actions? This is the type of, like, real men think this way. Real men are like, what are the corrective actions? We know the root causes. What are the corrective actions such that we don't make these mistakes again? That we can prevent making the same mistake in the future. This is the process that we used in the military. And I hated going to critiques. I hated it. Everybody hated it. Especially if you were the one that was getting in trouble. But let me tell you something. It's one of the most effective tools that I've ever seen in my life. Now, it's effective if the corrective actions that you've employed not only correct the problem, but prevent future problems and allows you to find a more efficient way to do the process such that thing won't happen again. I say all that to say, these women right here, always on these healing journeys. Now, I don't know about you, gents. I'm going to take a sip before I say what I'm about to say. They don't ever seem to heal from that shit. They actually get worse. I'm going to prove that later on. The last video of the night, I'm going to prove it. They don't learn the lesson. So any ladies watching, you can be celibate for a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years. It don't matter how long you holding yourself back from getting cracked. If you don't correct the thing that make you like this, you going out and giving your body up ain't the thing. That's the problem. Because the reason why women don't give it up or like you with a new dude, but now you're going to make him wait 90 days. Because you think that the dudes you've been with was the problem. See, if you realize that you're the problem, you know, things will be different. I had to go on this one. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Self-sabotage and not seeing your worth will keep you from accepting a good woman. Yeah. And again, see how we just talked about that? I came to that same conclusion, Devin. Absolutely. Why can't they get that logic? Why can't they say, what did I do wrong? And the kind of shit they say, I did wrong. I did too much for him. What? You think doing for the person that you love and care about was the problem? Doing too much for the wrong person is a problem, yes. That's the problem. What had nothing to do with doing and being that type of person, because the right person, because here's the thing, we become so damaged that now we get somebody that's a good person, kind of with, right here, self-sabotage. Right here, this exact statement right here. This goes for men and women. You didn't did so much, and you say, I did everything. and it didn't work. It didn't matter. No, you did it for the wrong person. You did it for someone who didn't appreciate your value, who didn't see you, who didn't appreciate you. Think about that. Spot on. That was spot on. Catch a couple more of these comments. I definitely missed the soundboard. You know what? Damn it, Preston, you made me realize I have a soundboard. I got to remember that shit. Where is it at? God damn it. I have it. I have a soundboard. Thank you for that, Preston. I appreciate it. All right. Preston had messed up. The problem is I can't see y'all comments and the soundboard at the same time. Let's do this then. Put y'all comments right there. Jamal, man, what's going on? Shout out to you. You attract what you are. Yeah. I can't see those emojis. My mom and my stepmom told me I did too much for my ex-wife. Crazy you were saying it. No, you were supposed to do stuff for her. The difference is if a person don't appreciate it, think about what happens. This is what's crazy about this. The same thing happens every time. So let's say you were doing too much. And then you feel that she's not appreciating the things that you're doing. Or even if you're a lady, okay? You're doing a bunch of stuff and you don't feel like your man appreciates you. Everybody does the same next move. As soon as you start feeling to that point that you are not appreciated and you get to a level, what does everybody do next? Men and women. You stop doing it. And even though you stop doing it as much, they may not realize it. They may not say nothing about it until you're just two strangers together. Or you hear, well, you ain't doing what you used to do no more. Well, no, I'm not, because when I tried to open myself up and do the things, you didn't get it. If y'all watched one of my last videos, I showed y'all about the dude who had the spool of wire and it had gotten down. He had it for 40 years. And he got emotional because he was trying to tell his wife, he said, man, I had this thing when it was like, he was amazed. And I would be too. I can't believe I had this thing, bought it brand new 40 years ago. And now look at it. It's down to little. And he's like, man, I just can't believe I had this thing for so long. What did his wife say? Oh, well, you had your Jets hat on, and I just was kind of worried about you out here. And he was like, he was having a moment. He opened himself up, and what happened? She just snatched it right. He snatched that moment from him. And now, when that happens to most men, they don't open up anymore. When that happens to women, sometimes they stop opening up too. So when people tell you you did too much, you did what you were supposed to do. A person not appreciating that isn't your fault, it's their fault. All the way facts. Funny how that works. Absolutely. Boost the heads. Shalom, man. Shabbat shalom, man. Peace, brother. Peace to you, Jamal. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's get to the next video. We only got a few left, I think. Where are we at? Yeah, okay. We got a few more. I'm going to get y'all out of here right around the 2-hour mark. We're going to be perfect. I'm sorry I stayed on that one so long, but that video spoke volumes to me. And it spoke volumes to me because she got asked a simple question. We just had a 15, 20-minute conversation on taking accountability. Okay, I messed that up. I could have been better here. We just talked about it. Anybody come up to me on the street and ask Shaun C that question, there's no hesitation. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. I accepted. I accepted less for myself. I didn't value myself enough to make sure that the people I chose in my life were the right people for me in my life. And now I no longer do that. The people that I used to accept that didn't accept me, they don't even come up to me no more. Because the type of person that I am now, I don't even attract those type of people anymore. That's an easy question. It's a layup. It's a layup. That woman had to go ask her mama. And her mama, y'all think I didn't know what the video said, but her mama said she ain't learned nothing. She learned nothing. Part of the reason, part of the thing that happens with these women who are on these healing journeys is they think they're on a healing journeys, but most of them are not healed. Most of them have psychological problems. And as you all like to point out all the time, a lot of them on medications, a lot of them sitting there drinking wine. They're not sophisticated, pinkies up, damn old fashioned like we doing here on this channel. Sorry to throw that joke in there. Check this video out, y'all.
I don't think that I get enough credit for how crazy I'm not being. Like, I could really turn this bitch up and I'd be holding it back, but I could really get like that. Like, ooh, I'm not right in the head. It's not all there. Something's wrong with me.
Now, I know she was playing around, okay? But I use that clip because there's truth to the comedy. Some say that comedy is funny because it's based off of truth. And this is what happens with a lot of these women in their healing journeys. She started off saying, I should get credit for the crazy shit I'm not doing. Wait a minute, what? You shouldn't be doing crazy shit at all. No, I'm saying, because I could be going off, but I'm not doing that. Wait, why are you getting loud right now? No, I'm just saying. Bro, the evil is strong in that woman. Oh, man. Knowing something is wrong is half the battle. G.I. Joe. I'm sorry, I couldn't help that one. That was too easy. Singer, you threw up the volleyball. I had to spike that shit, brother. I'm sorry. G.I. Joe. Bro, Masters of the Universe is coming out. Hey, when we get done with the clips, if y'all want to talk about that, we can talk about that. But I told my girl, I was like, she saw me getting excited, and she said, Masters of the Universe. I said, yeah, no, it was a popular cartoon in the 80s. She said it looked like some 80s shit. I was like, oh, man, this is what happened when you date a younger woman. I was like, this is what happened when you date a younger woman. Oh, got that Boys in the Hood soundtrack. That's right. You usually can't satisfy ungrateful people. You're right. Edward says, if you want to know what women think, give them a social media platform and stand back. Ooh, that's crazy work. But once you give her a social media platform, it's over. Once single motherhood was normalized, it was it was off, out, and over. Yeah, you're right about that, Donald. Shout out to you too, man. Shout out to you, Donald, man. Thank you for being here. He said, about time. Yeah, I know, right? By the power of Grayskull. Come on, man. Don't start me talking about that shit yet. We almost to the end, bro. We almost to the end. We've been waiting forever since the late 80s. Yeah, since that messed up Dolph Lundgren version. Let me tell you something, man. People, don't say it. Don't say it, because I'm going to start a whole nother conversation. Put a pin in it. When I tell y'all I'm done with my last clip, y'all can bring it back up. The only thing I will say is I tried to explain to people that say, why aren't you upset at the state of comic book movies? And I said, wait a minute. I said, have y'all not seen the 80s versions of all this shit? The 70s versions? The 90s versions? This shit was so cheesy in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. The fact that the superheroes could actually do the shit that they do in the comic books, I watch any of these superhero movies. Hell, I'm not even mad at the green. Like, I know people are like, man, you like badass movies. I don't care. Did y'all see them old ass spandex and how cheesy the special effects was? Anything they do right now is better than that shit, to me, in my opinion. Hell, even the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern with the damn CGI suit, I could deal with that. You know why? Because they couldn't do that shit 30, 40 years, 40, 50 years ago. I'm okay. I watch all of it. I don't give a damn. That's just my personal opinion. I'm always going to support it. Just going to support it. Sorry, that's my reasoning. Oh, I can't wait to talk about that shit. Just, y'all. All right, let me get to the next one. Now, I told y'all that one of the problems with modern women today is that I said that men should be picking the women, men should be picking their men for them. But that's not true. Because we know that modern women always pick men for the right reasons. Don't come after me. I told y'all this is bizarre world. Let's go.
But sometimes that woman picked that man on purpose because she knew she'd be able to manipulate the system as long as she needed to.
And that,
Shut up, Kiala. You're
That-
dropping too much tea.
that.
You're dropping too much tea.
Okay,
Shut up.
talk
It's
about
2026.
accountability and self-awareness.
Yo, in that short clip, 15-second clip, this right here.
But sometimes that woman picked that man on purpose because she knew she'd be able to manipulate the system as long as she needed to.
And that.
Boom. I'm going to put it back on that woman who said that shit. Everything that we just talked about before this, preceding this. Think about all the stuff I told y'all. I chose wrong. I chose wrong for one reason or the other. And I chose women who tried to take advantage of that kindness. It's kind of like what T. Lamore talked about doing, like his family telling them doing too much for her. Well, shit, that's what y'all taught us to do. Y'all said we're gents. That's what y'all said. I grew up down south. I'm a Southern gentleman. That's what y'all told us to be. Now I'm doing too much? Yes. Yes. You can do too much for a woman. You can do too much. If she isn't reciprocating back the energy that you're giving her, then stop giving her that energy. Period. End of story. And it's unfortunate because some dudes can't see the game. Some dudes, like the dude that did the $10,000 for the chick. Can I find that video real quick? Oh, shit. I can't even let y'all see the back end. I'll let y'all see the back end. There we go. Let's put me back up on the screen. Where the back end at? Let's see. I don't know when I did that video. Did I do 10K? Nope. All right, let's see. What did I say? What did I do? 10? I was trying to do a search to see if I could find that video. Oh, let's try simp. Nope. I didn't use the word simp. Damn it. I thought. Wait, hold up. Let me check something real quick. Nope. All right, I can't find the video. I was gonna try to find that video clip, but I don't remember when I did it, so I would be looking. But the point I'm trying to say is the guy that did the 10 racks for the chick, right? Oh, hold on real quick. I got another way we can do this. Because King sent me the video. So let's just play it so you guys can see it. That would work.
This is what happened when you leave with money and think with your Johnson.
Hey guys, so I'm in Chicago right now. Well, I just flew out a couple days ago, and we had a really good time. We went to a courtside game the other night, and then he took us for a really nice dinner, and then he took me shopping. So I'm having a lot of fun, honestly.
I already spent 10,000 on you, and then you go record me again. What? I already spent 10,000 on you, and then you go record me again.
What's wrong?
I'm not happy with this experience.
Why do you look salty?
I'm saying I spent $10,000 on you. I thought I would have been attracted already by now.
Okay, now
Y'all hear that? You spent 10 bands and still didn't help you.
you sound perverted.
Perverted.
Just because you flew me out doesn't mean
You
you're.
told me I was gonna have a good time.
And we had a good time. We had a great time at the freaking game. We had a great time at the game. We had a great time out last night at dinner. We had a great time at the mall. So I don't know what your problem is.
I'm saying though, like you told me, like don't worry about nothing, and you said you was gonna do certain things that you hadn't done yet.
Okay, like what's the rush? Why are you acting perverted? I've only been here for 2 days. Why are you acting like a pervert?
Here for 0 days. I'm not happy with this.
You sound insane right now. Like just like you're salty because I didn't give you no cookie. Like
5,000 on the steak.
5 bands on the steak.
What?
5,000 ones on the steak. These boys out here buying Happy Meals and they clapping. Crazy.
That's cap. That's cap. Ain't no fucking steak $5,000. That's cap.
I'm just saying,
the whole experience might have been 10 bands, but
the whole experience was 10 bands. You
I'm
know what I'm
fucking
saying?
crazy right now.
So, I'm just trying to see, can I get my money back?
Get your money back.
Anyway, I played that for y'all, man, because I just wanted to show y'all that it's just what she said. Women are going to try to manipulate us. They're going to try to manipulate and get what they want out of it. And this is why we have to be firm in who we are and our purpose. I know I say it all the time and I'm a broken record, but the one thing y'all can say is if you watch this channel a month ago, 10 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, I've been talking about the same thing when it comes to purpose. Because that right there is when you starting to get off course, go back to your purpose. If what you're doing doesn't enable or better you toward your purpose, then why are you doing it? It's a waste of time. You spend 10 bands because you think that's going to allow you to crack. 10 bands? Yo, you could take 10 bands, go fly out to a country and just do a bunch of cracking. But it's that mindset, bro. It's this mindset, this goofy ass mindset. People want to talk about me. I ain't spending 10 racks to get nothing. My God, man. Yeah, Matrix. Shout out to Mr. International. She having a good time playing him. Yes, she is. Straight simp. That is a man who lead with his wallet and got used. Yeah, he got played. It is doing too much for a woman that's doing all the right things. Is it doing too much for a woman that's doing all the right things? No. If she's doing what she needs to do, no. Then you have to make that judgment call based on what you can do. They said he was doing too much because it was taking away what he was doing for them. Female family members can be very jealous of your girlfriend, wife. Ooh, Edward, that's a good point. Yo. This one, a fool and his money shall soon depart. God dang it. You know what? More people need to go ahead and read Proverbs. Just need to go read Proverbs. They won't date potential, but they pick the men, they treat them like shit in their prime, expecting the same men they disrespect to take me as I am and save them for their decline. Preston, I should have saved that one for the next video. I'll come back to you. For 10K, he could have put that into a Roth IRA. Yes, he could have. Sugarcoating a crap sandwich doesn't change the smell and taste. Shout out to you, Adam, man. Thank you. Hey, I'm glad you're here, bro. Thank you for being here. Coastal Snob says, I went on a European cruise for less than 10 G's. It was actually less than 3 G's. Yeah, man. Hell, me and my woman were looking at a vacation. How much was it? It was an all-inclusive resort. And it was way less than that 10 bands. Matter of fact, I said, man, that's a good price. I think it was less than 2 G's, all-inclusive. And you in this resort where the alcohol is paid for as an adult place, 2 G's. I was like, God damn it. Why now do they have to be effing with the goddamn oil? Because I'm ready to go. Shall soon be departed. That's right, Malcolm. I would have invested 10K. Yeah, you got 10K. If you got like a straight 10K, you might as well just throw that shit in there, man. You might as well. Now let's go back to what Preston said. All right, make sure my mic's still on. Let's go back to what Preston said. They pick the men that treat them like shit in their prime. Let's go there. Get the next clip ready. So I told y'all about the woman. Let's see if I can find that clip, because that'd be a good one to play first. Let's do that. Damn it, that's not what I want. Damn it. What do I keep doing? No, I don't want search results. I want. What was the name of the video I did? I think it was a live stream. So today is the 1st. Was it Modern Women Have Nothing to Offer? Let's go. He said that. Damn it. I think it was the week before this. You're going to understand why I play this. Please be patient with me. Because when I play this, there's a reason why. So that was the 25th, 18th. Women pick the wrong men but blame us. Here we go. This got to be it. Surprisingly, this is not it. I thought this was going to be it. The woman, the young lady in the video that I was saying, said that they blamed all dudes. They said, y'all keep saying that, man, it's got to be the 18th. They keep saying that we keep asking about picking the wrong men. And they said, well, maybe it was the dudes. Why are you blaming us? Oh, let's try the 25th. Why can't I find that clip? I can't find it. God damn it. I thought it was a live stream that I did it on. All right. Or maybe I moved it. Who knows? All right. I tried to find that clip, but I got the next clip ready. Here's the point I'm trying to say. They don't want to take accountability for the fact who they pick. They say maybe we didn't know that the dude was messed up. Now, I've already showed y'all several clips on this channel before of women talking about we don't want to talk to nerdy ass dudes. I want a thug. Y'all remember that? So I hate to show y'all this clip because I'm not trying to rag on this young man, but these women end up with these YNs And if you saw the last clip, the other clip, the lady said, the woman said that, yo, hey, women pick dudes that they can manipulate. I'm going to show you. And again, it brings me no joy to show y'all this clip, but I'm going to prove a point. Women know exactly who they talking to.
So, like, what's your name?
What the hell just happened to the video? All right, let's do this again. What the hell happened to the video? There we go. All right, let's try this again. Second verse, same as the first.
So, like, what's your name? Oh,
type
okay.
shit.
What do you do?
Yeah, I'm a road runner. I'm
A road
risk,
runner?
Yeah, risk taker.
What does that mean?
Shit, it is what it is.
So, like, what do you do as a road runner risk taker?
Oh shit, we road run and we take risks. Yeah.
What
yeah.
risks are you taking?
We just take risks, shawty. Like if we ain't about to take the risk, then the risk ain't about to be taken, shawty.
I'm confused.
Nah, shawty.
What actually is the risk that is to be taken? I'm lost.
What the hell just happened? Imagine your daughter bringing home her new ninja home for dinner. Yo, if this dude started talking like this, I would lose my shit. He wouldn't even make it past the door. Hey, get your ass up out here. Get your ass up out of Nellyville. You can't be up in Nellyville like this. How the nerds tech guys are taking over and making major bank. I thought women had women's intuition. No, they don't. Ruined in their 20s, desperate in their 30s. Oh, we're going to talk about that, Mr. International. Stay tuned. We almost done. We almost to the end. Many clips been exposed years ago. Yeah. You right. We sound like a broken record, but it's the actual truth in what you're saying. It's okay about being a broken record because even in the military, we will go over the same training year over year. Why do we do that? Because it reinforces the lesson. If watching videos like this show you the behaviors and stop you and allow you to see the behaviors before they come and stop you from spending 10 racks on a chick who never intended to sleep with you, yo, the video's done their job. We won. Done. We won. Thank you for saying. I told you, at this point, it's entertainment to me. It's entertainment because ain't nothing going to get me off my purpose. Thank you for finally saying out loud. Absolutely. Sad I have women paying for plane tickets. Guys, please stop simping. Why women keep holding themselves back? No fault divorce, child support, welfare, no accountability. You right about that, Adam. He could have taken $3K to Puerto Rico and been treated like a king. Bro. And I'm going to always go back to what Major said. He would have invested it. Yep. Where am I at? What the heck? Yeah, bro. Eric, and I didn't know what he was saying. Women pick men to manipulate. Yep, that is the truth. Listen, there was a video I did on this channel a while back, and the woman had put her dude on camera and gave him an Aunt Jemima box, pancake mix. And she said, hey, read what that say. And he looked like this dude right here. And you know that dude couldn't read that box? People don't know, but a lot of young boys can't read right now. A lot of people can't read. And they sound just like this shit right here. Whatever this was.
So, like, what's your name? Oh,
type
okay.
shit.
What do you do?
Yeah, I'm a road runner. I'm
A road runner?
Yeah, risk taker.
What does that mean?
Shit, it is what it is.
So, like, what do you do as a road runner risk taker?
Oh shit, we road run and we take risks. Yeah.
What
yeah.
risks are you taking?
We just take risks, shawty. Like if we ain't about to take the risk, then the risk ain't about to be taken, shawty.
I'm confused.
Nah, shawty.
What actually is the risk that is to be taken? I'm lost.
What the What was that part at the end? Can't do too much if she ain't doing too much too. Yeah, exactly. You can't even do business with them. That's how bad it is. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's I think are we at the last video? I played that last one because I wasn't trying to shame that young man. I really wasn't. That wasn't my intention. I think that's really sad, actually. And it was. I hope it was a skit, but I know it's not. Right? Who raised him? My daughter would be grounded until she got married for bringing that to my house. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Y'all are right. I'd feel the same way. I'd feel insulted that you think that you could bring that dude to my house, and I was going to be okay with it. That right there would tell me my daughter definitely don't respect me. You don't respect me if you're going to bring him there. That's Mug. Sounds like Dr. Alexis from the movie Idiocracy. Oh, Idiocracy. It's so true right now. So true. Shout out to Friend Zone Millionaire for that one. Idiocracy. Yeah, exactly. All right. My last clip of the night. We've seen all of the contradictions through the videos tonight. Okay? Everything that I've showed you is stuff that we're seeing in what's going out here in the dating relationship game. I think one of the saddest things that's going out in the dating relationship game is the fact that too many dudes are out here trying to chase these younger women instead of getting them a mature woman who know what she's doing. Don't come for me. Remember, we're in bizarro world, okay? Let's play the next video.
We went to the auntie and aqua clubs, and they're running around. The aunties is running around.
Yes, they're giving it out too.
I feel like those are maybe the ones who time has ran out too, maybe.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're just like trying. They're competing with women our age, you know?
So do you think it's age, like they should settle at a certain age, or do you think that?
I mean, I'm sure some women who time run out and they looks run out, they have to.
Now, I played that one. I played that video because we're hearing out here that as older men, we should be going for older women. And I disagree with that. I disagree with it. You can go for what you can go for. Now, obviously, I'm not sitting here talking to some young ass girl, some little ass girl. I talk about doing that. But let's be real about something. You get what you can get. I mean, hear what I'm saying. You can get your preferences. There are some dudes our age who only like to talk to women that are close to our age because they find more in common with those women. Hey, I ain't mad at you. There are some dudes that like to talk to younger women because that's what they're attracted to. Like, that's how they get attraction. Some dudes do it for manipulation, and some dudes do it because they like younger women. Hell, there was a study done. I used to keep this chart. I have so many different computers now that is not in my folders. This is a new computer I'm looking at right now, but I used to keep this chart. It was like a heat chart almost. But when you factor in the age that most men find the most attractive, it's women who are like 22 is the age that men find women they're most attractive. That's not to say that they're attracted to 22-year-olds and want to get with a 22-year-olds. It's just that the consensus is 22 is the age where women are peak Boom, they're at that peak. I disagree with that. I think that some women actually look weird when they're that young now, and they actually come into theirs when they get just a little bit older. I do. That's just me. Why am I telling you this? I'm saying this to you because so many of these older women are trying to shame men for their preferences, for your preferences. I like personally that my woman is younger than me. This has nothing to do with just looks. I just think it works better that way. I just think it works better. She's old enough that she understands certain things and young enough that she's younger than me. Perfect. If you get a woman and she's close to her age, that's fine. And she'll understand what Masters of the Universe is, and she won't be like my woman saying that look like some 80s shit. Oh, I love you, baby. It's all good. It's all good, baby. You didn't know. But now you have a situation where older women are out here competing with younger women. And the problem with that is what I've always said. Women were out here rolling the crapshoot thinking I got all this time. And they don't realize that us as men, we still think that younger women are more attractive. And then they try to shame us for it. And it's like, why would you shame us for it? Biologically, we are still doing what we do. Y'all have changed. And y'all think we're supposed to change with y'all. No. You're supposed to find your husband when you were young, so that when you get older, he loves you. So it don't matter the changes. He don't see the changes. Y'all are growing together. But then you got all these older women who are throwing themselves on the market and shit. And then they piss you don't want to talk to them. You're like, no. I'm not attracted to that shit. But that's your fault. That's why I played this clip last. Because the older women are out in these clubs. The older women are out still looking for dudes. The older women are out here still playing games. And now they want you to trick off your money to take care of them. Wait a minute. What you been doing for all these years? All these men all just want to play games. Oh, did they? Did they now? Did they now? They were playing all these games. Huh? Or maybe, just maybe, you was on your so-called healing journey and you ain't learned a damn thing. So instead of just being an old 304, you a dumb one too. Because you ain't learned shit. And now you just got a bunch of attitude and arthritis. Nobody want to deal with that shit. I don't need to be, look, only one of us need to be rubbing Bengay on somebody. We both don't need to be rubbing Bengay on each other. The hell is wrong with y'all? This should be my next video. Actually, it will be my next video. What today is? Wednesday? Friday's video? I'm going to say, you remember this from this last video? Well, today we're going to talk about this. I'm not even lying to y'all. That's exactly what I'm going to say in the next video. Hey, y'all remember in last week's live stream or this week's live stream, we talked about this. I'm going to play this clip. Not this clip, but I'm going to play another clip. And I'm going to be like, this week, we're going to be talking about this. Today, we're going to be talking about this. I'm letting y'all know because it's going to be funny when y'all see that shit in the video. Let's see what y'all talk about on this because Men have been dating and marrying younger women since the beginning of time. It is in our nature to pursue younger women. A woman my age can't do nothing for me. Yes. Thank you. Red Pill Logic, shout out to you, man. You've been on point all day. Listen, y'all got to understand, ladies. Y'all get offended because a man wants to talk to a younger woman. But a younger woman, to our biology, God damn, what was I trying to say? Biological, to our biological, to our biology, says fertile, says virile. That's what it means. That's what it feels like. Just because a woman is younger don't mean men want younger women. Again, however, faulting a man for wanting a younger woman is crazy. Now, we're not talking about jailbait. We're talking about adults. But the point of the matter is, you can't fault a man for that. It's been that way since the beginning of time. We have not changed. The problem is, y'all have changed, and then y'all want us to not change. Y'all want us to conform. And let me tell you something. Dudes out here tricking off 10K to women who ain't going to lay down with them, who ain't going to invest that money, who know you could go to Puerto Rico and these different damn places and get more bang for your buck and still invest the other part of the money. The dudes who know that shit, them dudes right there, yeah. They're not stressing on if somebody worried about who they talking to. They're not. You know, it's crazy to me how many gents out there can get women. But the problem is, like, women have messed up this shit so bad that dudes who can get women don't want to deal with women. I really need y'all to think about that shit. Dudes are like, yo, it is not worth it. Y'all are trouble. I think about some of the women that I've dated in my past, and I'm like, oh my God. Like right now, I look at it now and I'm like, holy shit, man. What was I thinking? Even these younger women out here, it's like, don't get it twisted. These younger dudes want to deal with some unks. Okay? These young chicks be like, they be looking at some unks. And all we see is trouble. That's it. Like, oh my God. Yeah, no. I could already tell you that left eye keep doing that little thing there. It's got little slits in between. Yeah, no, we good. We so good. Yeah, I can't deal with that. TSG, talk about how many women we turned down. Yeah, man. Yes, let's talk about that real quick. Where we at on time? Okay, I'll give it about 7 more minutes. The juice ain't worth the squeeze, ladies. Talking to the ladies now. It's not. I told this to P on Partners in Crime. And what we talked about was shit. I literally just had a brain fart. Let me get a swig real quick. Oh, turning down women. Yeah, man. We talked about on Partners in Crime. We talked about how, like, man, the drama ain't worth it, bro. We at this age, we can literally see the drama from a mile away now. We know the trouble is there. We know what's coming. You almost got to tell these little girls, you got to be like, yo, man, look, baby, go ahead and you need to go ahead and calm down. Matter of fact, go ahead and you need to cover your ass up. Get your ass up out these streets. I remember I heard myself say that to somebody, and I was like, oh my God, I'm old. When I did that, I was like, oh my God, who is this man and what have you done with Shaun? Where'd you lock him away? Younger Shaun would have looked at me like, damn, is that what we became? You turning him down? You not even looking? Nah. Me and my woman would be in the gym, and I would see certain things because I work out. So I pay attention to people working out. That's men, women, whatever. But I don't be looking at them like that. So there's shit I miss, and she'll be like, did you see blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, I saw somebody, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I'm just like, no, I didn't see him at all. If I'm in a zone, I don't see nobody at the gym. I pay enough attention, so if some shit to go down, I can be like, yep, they were wearing that, the cowl, she was wearing a cowl, and she had this bag. And I remember she was taking too long on the machine, and she wasn't wiping the machine down. I remember that shit. I'll tell the cops that. In terms of remembering anything significant, not really, no. So, arthritis and dumpster gums bums. Bro, we got studs out here that don't want to deal with women. Oh, why haven't I done a video on that? Maybe it just hasn't come across my feed, but I'm surprised I ain't did that. But yeah, you're right about that one. Kool-Aid and inhaling period spaghetti. Oh man, what the hell are you on right now, Preston? What are you doing? Playing the Game of Thrones delusion while storing too much of the sisterhood C. Oh, CSG, you probably stayed in a bad relationship because you weren't keeping a scorecard. Oh, damn. Damn. That's funny you say that. Damn, he just went to I don't know if y'all realize he just went to the bottom of the ocean on this one. I don't keep scorecards. I don't. There's another thing that I don't do either, friend zone. Let me tell you something I don't do. I'll be mad. But you know what I'm good at? When I go to sleep, I forget the next day what I was mad about the other day. So some people that I've dealt with are like, oh, well, you shouldn't go to bed angry. And they're right if you're going to like sleep on it and wake up mad. When I wake up the next day, I'm like, if it was a stupid fight, if it's something stupid, I don't remember it. Well, last night you didn't, bro. I don't remember that because it was stupid. It's a new day. I don't got time to be arguing about some old shit. Well, we didn't get to talk about it. Why do we got to talk about it? Yeah, I don't keep a scorecard, man. It's stupid. It's. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I watch these old folk. The old folk got it right. They'll be like, "Yeah, I'll be mad at him. I'm mad. I was mad at him for 5 years straight." But they still like made it through the day. They still did what they had to do. There was periods of time where they maybe didn't talk as much, and then they were. Nobody's ready for that level of commitment. And at the end of the day, when you look back at your time, you just look and say, man, I just remember all the good. Every old person that I've heard that has been with somebody for a long time, you see the love in their eyes. You know what I don't hear? They'll say, oh, yeah, we had our rough times. But the love in their eyes says, man, we made it through that. That's not even important no more. You know, I already told my girl I'm going to be that old dude on the front porch. I'm probably going to be like, hey, girl, what's going on? Ah, ha, ha. Get over here, girl. If you get mad at that, then I'm old now. What are you getting mad at? If anything, you got to just chalk that up to me, Shaun being Shaun. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that old fool out there. You're not worried about him talking to all the girls that's passing by? Like, what that old fool going to do anyway? He probably think that shit funny, and I do. There's a bunch of shit I'm going to do as an old man And I'm doing it. I'm already got it in my head, I'm going to do it. So it ain't a matter of if, it's just when. I'm just going to do it. And my woman going to have to understand that I'm doing it because I found it funny 30 years ago. Because that's something that Shaun would do. I don't keep scorecards. Why? Scorecards are stupid. Scorecards is why people get divorced. Why would you do it? Scorecards is the quickest way to end your shit. A high school teammate, his parents loved each other. They were at mom's funeral and pops passed away from grief at the funeral. Yeah. Yeah. All that shit don't even matter at the end. So why stress on it now when you're young enough to appreciate each other? We get over it. We fight over some dumb shit. And hear me out. A lot of you gents are at the point like, man, why can't I just find somebody to be cool with? That we could just, none of this shit is serious. Let's just enjoy this shit together, work toward the thing we doing, and just have a good time. And not all this, not this smoking hookah and out all late all night. So why don't we just enjoy each other's company? That shit is dead. Go back to that last video. I'm not going to play it. But let's be real. These old women are out in the streets like they're young. And I'm not saying I'm going to always, I told my woman this when we got together. I'm going to be the type of dude that I'm going to always step out at some point. It has nothing to do with me trying to get with women. It's nothing to do with me trying to be out in the streets and doing dumb shit. I like the people watch. Actually, me and my woman like the people watch. And then it still keeps you connected to people. We don't do this shit no more in this society to stay connected. It's all about this goddamn phone right here. It's all about this phone. It's all about social media. It's no wonder these women can't get their shit together because they hear so much stuff. It's you know what it reminds me of, gents? It reminds me of boys who play video games. You said, what are you talking about, Shaun? Think about playing video games. Video games give you those endorphins, right? It allows you to escape all of this shit. And you get engaged in the video game. And as you win stages and shit, you get the endorphin rushes. It's not like working for 6 months and getting a reward or getting a raise, that type. It takes a long time to get that endorphin rush from that. When you play video games, you get instant endorphins. What do you think these women are doing? These women are on social media and they just get the daily endorphins. Well, you know, there was an article that was on my phone. I think I got rid of it because it wasn't relevant to anything. But what it said was today was that, yeah, I got rid of it. God damn it. I had so many on my phone today. But it pretty much said that they're finding now that people that's playing these first-person shooters, it's pretty much brain rot. Actually, you know what? It wasn't an article. It was from the YouTube channel Blame Truth. And then he was talking about it, about how now being on the video games too long, you get so much endorphins, the temporary stuff, that it's pretty much rotting your brain. And you sound like that young man, yeah, you know, I'm a road runner, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You sound like that. So I don't know what's the hell going on, man. I'm going to just say that the reason why I show y'all these clips is because if it stops one gent from not really testing and understand who he's dealing with, that's a victory, man. If he's like, yo, I heard what Shaun been through. I heard what the other gents been through. Why would I put myself through this shit? That's why we talk about it, bro. And then once you feel like you passed that, this is all entertainment. Let's just, us chatting about it helps somebody else. That's the way I look at it. We definitely don't talk about something that's old news. Yeah. We definitely don't deal with karma, city, and agony, catastrophe, and bitcheries, trauma, misery. I read that one. Michelle says she didn't like Barack for 10 years. They're still together. Yeah. And at 10 years out of I think they've been together 40 years. They've been together about 40 years. And 10 of that, they didn't like each other. So 25% of the time, 20% of the time, they were mad at each other. Them are good odds. Mad for 5 years, that's a long time to be angry. But we're talking like 5 years over the course of a 30, 40-year relationship. 5 years ain't nothing. Arthritis and dumpster gums bums. Did I read all that? Yeah. I already read that. All right. So, gents, I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm not going to hold y'all up too much longer. I think I said the video on Friday is going to be about these older women. So if I have enough clips to do it, that's what we'll do. I had some before. I think that I'm working with 3 different computers right now. Actually, my 3rd computer is offline now because it was a Windows 10 computer. So I got this laptop right here. And that's why I decided to do this in the living room tonight. Just kind of do something different. But let me tell y'all, man, it's not our fault. It's not. Women as a whole cannot blame men when they've been given the unprecedented ability to choose their own destinies and paths that no women has had before them. None. And instead of taking that opportunity, right, they quick to say, oh, we're better than men. We don't need men. Instead of taking that and becoming the best version of yourself, choosing the best thing for yourselves, realizing that saying that men aren't a part of it, that's stupid. We need each other. Men realize that. Men, we got our own pride. And even when you get men on camera, men will tell you, hey, yeah, we do need women. But women are saying we don't need men. That don't even make sense. Y'all sound stupid when y'all say that. Instead of taking that opportunity to be the best version of yourself, you decide you want to argue, you want to talk back, you want to be defiant, you want to be independent, you want to do things with no accountability. You don't want nobody to tell you anything. That's not the way life works. It's not the way life works. Every man knows that there's a limit to what you can do because life is always going to smack you back into place as a man. Always. That's why men don't just be arguing with men just to be arguing with men, because it can result in a fight or death. We know this. Y'all don't know this. And that's why, like I told y'all earlier, that article with the lady who lost her life, got an offender bender, the dude wound up shooting her. Was she all up in his face? I don't know. But would it surprise you if she wasn't? Was it surprising to you if she was cursing this man out and flailing and shit? And he shot her. The world is just as dangerous as it's always been. Y'all think this shit will go, well, we're more civilized. No, we're not. How are we more civilized? Oh, because people ain't just gunning people down the street. Yes, they are. You just don't see it. Actually, you get to hear it more now than they did before. You got a bunch of people in charge right now that know people have been doing bad shit to kids and ain't doing shit about it. Won't investigate shit and still support the dude that might have something to do with it. We're civilized? The most civilized thing we'll do would be to grab the motherfuckers who touching kids. That's the most civilized thing to do. So to blame us for y'all lack of choice, you have all the choice in the world, ladies. Somehow, y'all blame us instead of taking accountability. Yeah, we're done with that shit. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man, for being here. We'll be back. I'll be back with a new video on Friday. All right. And I think it might be on the subject that I told y'all about. But again, I'm not certain. I'll see you in a little bit. Anyway, I got to get up out of here. Talk to y'all later. Until next time, live your best life.